welcome to Yoga Travels with Karen. I'm Karen and today we're going to practice a nice gentle sun salutation flow. So if you're ready to start, come and join me on the mat and we'll get started. I'm going to start in a seated position today. Cross-legged will do. If you find it more comfortable to sit on your knees, that's fine as well. You may even like to roll up a towel or a blanket and place it underneath your bottom just to lift the hips a little and might make the seated position a little more comfortable. But otherwise, let's get started. Sitting comfortably, placing the hands on the knees, the palms facing upwards. Now, the palms can just stay open like that, or you might like to join the index finger and the thumb together. We'll start to shut down the body just to relax into our practice. Closing the eyes, softening the jaw, separate the teeth. Just relax and soften the chin towards the chest, bringing the head back a touch. Maybe it feels that the ears are more aligned with the shoulders. Feeling nice and even on both sit bones, maybe just a little gentle rock side to side, forward and back. And just start to be aware of your breath. Feel your breath nice and low in the belly. Take some nice slow breaths. Feel the belly expand as you inhale and retract as you exhale. And gently open the eyes, release the fingers. Let's take a nice big deep breath in, lifting all the way up, looking up if it suits, and floating the hands down. Palms facing upwards, big inhale, lifting up, looking up. Join the palms together and exhaling down the center line, nice and slowly. We'll inhale, lift the palms, separate the hands, exhale, twisting around to the right, left hand on the right knee, right hand behind, looking over the shoulder. We'll stay with the breath, inhale, lifting up, reaching up, exhale to the other side. Inhale, lifting up to the center. Going for a side bend now, right hand coming down, left hand coming over. Just a bend in that right arm to push both sit bones back down. Maybe roll that top shoulder open, palm facing down, looking up if it suits. Extra breath here. And with an inhale, pushing up, reaching up. And exhale, coming down the other side. Reaching across with that right arm now, palm facing downwards. Push away with that left hand just to bring the sit bones down nice and evenly, looking up if it suits. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting up. Big circle to the back with the exhale, fingertips coming down to the mat. Roll those shoulders back, lift the chest. Looking up if it suits the neck, or otherwise just looking forward. Releasing the hands to the front, walking the fingertips forward, coming down, rounding through the back, chin towards the chest. Soften through the lower back. Good, walking the hands back up. We're going to place the hands on the knees. We're going to take an inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to roll backwards on the tailbone. Tuck the chin towards the chest, rounding through the back. If you were to let go of your hands, you might fall over. Don't let go. And holding on, maybe feel a release through the shoulders. Take a next inhale and we'll lift the chest up. You can look forward or up. Press those hands against the knees to help that chest open up. And exhaling, rolling back, chin towards the chest. Here we go, lifting up all the way. And release back to center. Beautiful. We're going to roll over and come into a child pose. You can come into your knees together for the child pose, or you can come into a wide knee child pose as well. That's fine. Either way, bringing the chest down, walk the arms forward. Allow that chest to come down and the forehead to touch on the mat. If you find it difficult to bring your head all the way down to the mat, you can stack your fists and place your forehead on the fists. Just allow the body to soften, allow the body to relax. Good, lifting the head. Have a look at your hands. We're going to spread out the fingers, placing the hands down nice and flat if your knees are apart, bringing them close together again. Tuck the toes. We're going to lift the hips, coming into a nice easy downward dog. Walking out the heels to start with. Nice big deep breaths. Pressing the hands down nice and flat. We'll come up high on the toes, bend the knees a little and allow the chest to come through, looking back towards the legs and rolling those heels down. Let's look up to the hands, just walking the feet up all the way, hanging nice and heavy with nice bent legs, your chest and your belly resting on the thighs. You can cross the arms, place the thumbs in the elbow creases and gently rock the arms side to side. Good, and we'll release the arms, let them hang heavy and inhale, rolling up. Head coming up last to a standing position. All right, let's start our sun salutations. We'll take it nice and slow. Take a big inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, bending the knees, folding down, bringing the arms all the way down. Inhaling for a halfway lift, nice flat back, hands on the shins, looking down. Exhale, folding down. Bring the hands down, step that right foot back. I'm going to bring the knee down and untuck the toes. Allow that right hip to hang heavy, opening up that right hip flexor. Good. Using the core now, belly button back to the spine, lifting up the hands, pressing down with the top of that back foot to help your balance, to help you steady. Pull the belly button back to the spine. Pinkies are spiraling forward, shoulders down. And allow that left knee to slide forward, opening up all through this right hand side, through the hip flexors. Beautiful. Bring the hands down either side of that front foot. Tuck the back toes. Lift the knee. We're going to step back and come into a plank. You can stay in high plank. We'll bring the knees down for a low plank. A big inhale. And as you exhale, keep those elbows in nice and close, coming all the way down to the mat. Sliding the hands forward, coming into a Sphinx pose. The elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. Press the hands down. Keep the gaze in between the hands. Create that compression in the lower back. Activate the legs, pressing the tops of the feet down and the knees might come up. Beautiful. Slide the hands underneath the shoulders on the knees or tuck the toes for a full plank, lifting up and downward dog. Looking up between the hands, walk the feet forward. Nice and heavy, hanging down, looking back towards the legs. And with an inhale, rolling up nice and slowly. Head coming up last. We go other side. Inhale, nice and big, looking up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale for a halfway lift, nice flat back, straight legs, looking down. Exhale, folding down. Left foot coming back now, big step, drop that back knee, untuck the toes, and allow those hips to hang heavy now. The left hip flexor opening up. Pressing down with the top of the back foot, belly button back to spine, using the core, coming up into our low lunge. Arms up, shoulders down, belly button back to spine, slide that right knee forward. One more breath here. Bring the hands down either side, tuck the toes, lift the knees, stepping back into a plank. You can stay in high or come down on the knees for a low. Big inhale. Exhale, coming all the way down. Sliding those hands forward again into our Sphinx. Looking between the hands, pressing down with the tops of the feet to keep those legs activated. Good. Slide the hands back, tuck the toes for a full plank or on the knees for a half, lifting up and downward dog. Look between the hands, walk the feet forward and rolling up. Nice and slowly all the way to standing. Beautiful, here we go. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale for that halfway lift. Exhale, folding down, stepping back, right leg. You've got two choices here. You can either drop the knee as we did the first round or keep the knee up for a high lunge. Find your gaze. Let's come up. Your choice of lunge. Still lifting those hands. If you're up in the high lunge, push that heel back, keep a little bend in that back leg, belly button back to spine. Find your gaze if you'd like to really challenge your balance a little. Relax the face, maybe even smile. Good, bring the hands down either side of that front foot, stepping back into our plank. Coming into on the knees if you'd like, low plank. A big breath in and exhale, coming all the way down. Leaving the hands next to the body this time. A mini cobra here, just lifting the head. Shoulders are up. Top of the chest is up. You might lift your hands just to make sure you're not actually pushing yourself up with the hands. Good, let's tuck the toes for full plank, on the knees for half, lifting up, and then into our downward dog. Looking towards the front, walking our feet forward. Should be getting nice and warm now through the hamstrings. Leave the hands heavy and rolling up with an inhale, all the way up to standing. Last round, inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale for that halfway lift, hands on the shins, looking down. Rolling down, stepping back left foot. Our two options here, either high lunge or low lunge. Choice is yours. Either way, find your gaze point, work on that balance to lift yourself up. Raise the hands, pushing back through that back heel, but a little bend in the back leg. Opening up that left hip flexor now. Find your gaze, maybe challenge your balance a little. Bring the head back to center, hands either side of that front foot. Step back into our plank. High or low, your choice. Inhale. Exhale, coming all the way down. Keep the hands either side of the body. And you can come into our mini cobra again, or you might like to push up a little and come into a more full cobra. Choice is yours. Keep those legs activated. And rolling down. And stay on the knees, push the buttocks up, rolling back, coming into our choice of child pose, either the knees together or knees apart, your choice. Bringing the hands down, forehead down. Take a few breaths. And lifting the head, well done. And come over to a seated position. All the way, bringing the feet forward. Knees, feet and knees are hip distance apart. Place the hands on the knees. We're going to come down all the way to a supine position using our tummy muscles. So we'll take a big inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, tuck that chin towards the chest, hands coming forward and rolling down. If you need to support your lower back, by all means, bring the hands down, helping yourself all the way down as slow as you can. And coming all the way down, bring those knees into the chest, interlace the fingers around the shins. You can rock gently side to side. Beautiful. Bring those arms out into a T position. Big inhale here. And exhale, dropping those knees down to one side and looking in the opposite direction. As you exhale each time, relax a little further. Relax into the hips, into the thighs, into the lower back. Allow the breath to help release that lower back. Good. We'll bring the head back to center. Inhale. And as you exhale, press down, lifting the knees back to center. Good. Another inhale. And as you exhale, rolling the knees down to the other side, looking in the opposite direction. Remember to use that breath. Relax through the hips, the thighs, the back, buttocks. Really use that breath. Good. Bring the head back to center. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press down, lifting the knees, rolling them up. Leaving the arms there. We'll place the feet at the width of the mat. Take a nice breath in. And exhale the knees down to one side, looking in the opposite direction. Allow that hip to really open up, the thigh to open up. You can help it a little more by placing the right ankle or the ankle on top of the outside of the thigh. If there's any pain or discomfort in that knee, however, then please just release it. Otherwise, just allow the weight of that leg just to increase that stretch, to increase that release a little. Good. Bringing the head back to center. If your foot is up, then release it down, place it down on the mat, and let's roll those knees back to center. Maybe just adjust your bottom back into the center of the mat. Big inhale. Exhale, rolling the knees down to the other side, looking in the opposite direction. And we'll place that left leg now on top of the right leg. You may be on the other side. Again, if there's any pain in the knee or too much pain in the lower back, then please just release that foot. You'll still get a nice release through the hip and the thigh and the quadricep. If your foot's up on the other leg, release it down, bring the head back to center, rolling the knees back to center and stretching out. Bring the heels to the width of the mat. Allow the toes to roll out. The arms can stay where they are, or you might bring them in a little closer. Keep them away from the body. Palms are facing upwards. Closing the eyes, relaxing the jaw, separate the teeth. I'm going to count you through 4 breaths of box breathing. Box breathing is where the breath is split up into 4 parts: the inhale, the hold, the exhale, and another hold. I'm going to count 5 counts for each section and 4 breaths. Allow the belly to rise and fall with the inhale and exhale, releasing all the air out of your lungs. And we'll inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe naturally. Use the breath to continue to relax your whole body in Shavasana. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. Namaste, and we'll see you next time.